I think sometimes we overlook the power of starting now and doing one book. In this video, I'm sharing a children's book that is around my same age and it's made $769,000. Let's dive into what this book is, what it means for you, and really why there is no reason you couldn't create an additional book like this. This is something I found online last night. It's Dinosaur's Divorce. It's 34 years old. You guys, how cool is this? I'm using Bookbeam for this information. Below the book cover, its best-selling rank BSR is 14,000. This changes every hour. You can track it with Bookbeam. I'll put a discount code in the description of this video. This is selling 15 to 18 a day, and this is an average estimate of $62. So we don't know the specifics of when this book launched, how good it did, if it had a lower BSR maybe 30 years ago. But this tackles an important topic, and that is helping families navigate divorce. If you guys didn't know, I'm married to a divorced man. So when I got married to my husband, he had a 5-year-old son. So I got to become a mom immediately. And then we had 2 kids together back to back. So divorce is a topic that is not going away. And you can see here this book ranks at the best-selling rank. It's number 14 for children's books on marriage and divorce. And I actually looked into children's books on marriage and divorce, and it's a booming topic. But also, the reason why this is made $760,000 is because this person obviously knows what they're talking about. So, if you're going to get into a niche like this and you're not part of a divorced family or have little experience, it's really important for you to do your research so you can have a book that becomes an income generating asset. That's what this book has become over time, right? And that's really exciting. So let's dive into some of the historicals that I have access to. And I am kind of tempted to buy this book for my younger 2 children. Maybe my older one, who is a child of divorce, could read it to them. But the reviews are kind of polarizing. Some people really love it and some people don't. And I think that makes for a great book. So you can see here it is 34 years old. I'm getting this information from Bookbeam, so I don't have to do the math. But you can see it was published September 1st, 1988. And it is only 32 pages long. I was thinking about dividing, maybe I need to do that on my phone, on my calculator. If we looked at a book that makes this amount, let's take 760,000, we'll round down, and we'll divide it by 32 pages. That's $23,000 a page. So if you were to think about creating something from your own experience of like, this has helped me, they did really well talking about this. The reviews talk about how it talks about lots of reasons for divorce, and that's why the reviews are so polarizing. Some people love it, some people don't. Some people are sharing their kids' experience reading this book. So it has done a lot, okay? And you can see at $62 a day, and you're a self publisher, maybe there's 3 or 4 of different types of books that you would want to publish around this, okay? They also have this in a series of Dino Tales, so it'd be interesting to see what they're making overall. Okay, so series is a really powerful way to break down topics and themes to help the customer through the solutions they're looking for, right? So the problem here, and you've heard me talk about solutions and features before, and knowing your target audience, is the problem is navigating life post divorce with your kids. It's a real problem for a lot of couples that split up. Let's go to the historicals. So this is also Bookbeam, which I love. It allows me to look at things at a month, 3 month, 6 month, 1 year. If you buy the Pro, it's a monthly fee of $69 and it lets you see lifetime. I really haven't needed this yet, but I probably would like to upgrade soon. So I have the $39 and then there's a $25 easy to get started. The only thing, well, I'll show you the features in a minute. So you can see here that it has done really well this whole year. It has not gone under 60, over 60,000. So it's getting sales every single day. It's just, is it getting 18 or is it getting 6? It's still selling, so that's incredible. So let me pull this up. This is BookBeam. They have a book tracker so you can actually keep track of things like this to help you when you want to get into a niche. And the features of BookBeam, I've never really done a full video of each of them, but I have really enjoyed using BookBeam for these features. The Chrome extension is what allowed me to show you this actual screenshot of estimated, the historicals is what I would call this. And I really like that because it lets me know if this book is evergreen or a trend. And it's not a trend, it is evergreen. Okay, do you see why? It is up there all the time. And evergreen means it's something that is always going to sell. It's not a Christmas book, right? Like divorces are always happening, unfortunately. And fortunately, because I mean, that could be a different video. Do we want a different video on divorce? I know that's not what this channel is about. So I really like this. Let me actually just toggle over to BookBeam and show you. So now that I'm in BookBeam, this is really powerful because BookBeam is telling me that Dinosaur Divorce is searched 196 times. And if you were like trying to figure out what type of book you would want to do, you probably wouldn't go after this keyword because you're like, that's not great. But the cool thing is that this is actually based off of a book that does well, right? So the 196, we know at least 18 of them are buying. And so sometimes it doesn't matter when the data backs up what's happening. When you are in book creation mode, then you obviously wouldn't want to tackle this. And honestly, with all the reviews that book had, I wouldn't try to copy it. I'd try to think of a new idea, right? I would buy that book and get ideas. So I think that's a really interesting when we reverse engineer this process to kind of see how it plays out. So let's see, 175, and this is actually plural for the actual book. I just want to see if the title density comes up. Title density means books that are actually named that. And for some reason it's not. And I wonder if because it's not a self-published book that it's not populating. Okay. So it really is interesting when we think about the type of categories that we want to publish in. And going back to what I always talk about is knowing if there is a way for you to solve someone's problem. Okay. Because that's essentially what this is doing. This book is solving a huge problem. So I'll put a coupon code for BookBeam if you're interested in using it. I use it every single day. It is one of my favorite keyword research tools. I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Peace out.